A room in the tower. For years, a young man was plagued by a recurring nightmare. In the dream, he visited a friend's house, an eerie old mansion, where the atmosphere grew stranger with each visit. His friend's mother, Mrs. Stone, was always there, her presence cold and unsettling. Each time she would assign him a dreadful room located high in a towering part of the house. The room itself filled him with a growing sense of dread. Night after night, the dream replayed with slight variations, and over time, the characters seemed to evolve and multiply. Even when Mrs. Stone died in his dream and was buried, she somehow continued to appear, assigning him the same room as always. Then, one evening in his waking life, his friend Clinton invited him for dinner. When the young man arrived, a chill ran down his spine. The house matched the one from his dreams perfectly. Its size, structure, and even the looming tower were identical. Yet the names and personalities of the family members were different, and the evening itself was pleasant and warm. As the night wore on, a thunderstorm rolled in, and Clinton's mother insisted he stay for the night. She led him to a guest room for his stay, a room strikingly similar to the one from his nightmare. The resemblance was too close to be coincidence, and unease settled deep in his chest. Inside the room, his attention was drawn to an old painting hanging on the wall. It was a portrait of Mrs. Stone, the very woman from his dreams. Disturbed, he called Clinton for help. Together, they decided to move the portrait into the hallway. But as they lifted it, their hands were suddenly covered in blood, though neither of them was injured. Alarmed, they stared at each other, unable to explain the phenomenon. That night, sleep did not come easily. The young man tossed and turned, haunted by his fears. Eventually, he awoke with a start, feeling an oppressive presence in the room. Standing at the foot of his bed was Mrs. Stone, just as she had appeared in his nightmares. Her eyes gleamed unnaturally, and her voice was cold as she revealed her true nature. She was a vampire and intended to turn him into one as well. Panicking, the young man fought back with every ounce of strength. In the struggle, he managed to break free and fled from the room. The commotion drew Clinton, who rushed to his aid. As they returned to the room, they were horrified to discover that the painting they had moved was now mysteriously back on the wall. Fear gripped them both, and without another word, they fled the house. Later, an old newspaper reported a chilling discovery. Mrs. Stone's coffin had been erupting from the ground every day and required constant reburial.